rolling. 100% Chelsea. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. I've lost my voice. I'm really happy. It's a good way to end what's been a disappointing season for us, and you know, it's been a hard season. One of the most tiring and the most draining that I can remember. So to do that in the manner that we did it as well, you know, it's the decent Chelsea fans that I've spoken to, like yourself and a few others that, you know, can talk on a level without being angry and stuff like that. They've said, you know what, you're the better side today by a million miles, and you were lucky to be 1-1 for all of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But you were lucky, and it was at half time. I sat there, and even in my vlog, I was sitting there and I was going, how is it 1-0? It felt like the Emirates again earlier in the season, and I was like, the only thing that was missing was our finishing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Don't let that come back and haunt us. And then we were sitting there and we said, right, first 10, 15, Chelsea are going to come at us. 100% they're going to come at us. Weather that, and then we go into the next 15. And then as we moved into that first 15 minutes after the initial 15, I sat there and thought, Chelsea ain't got nothing. They've run out of ideas. It was, you know what? You resembled us. Sideways, sideways, sideways. Then went, hold on, let's go back that way. Sideways, sideways. You run out of ideas. And I was like, this is easy.
You set up so well. That's another reason why.
Because what was doing, you lot were getting to the edge of the box and then going, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Go back. And then when Moses got sent off, I sat there and went,
game over.
This game over, man. And like when you scored, I just sat there and I was like, no, not him of all people either, man. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how has this happened? And I was like, but then I sat there and I went, no, come on, we've been the better side. Don't let this affect us. We can get back, we can deal with this today. We can still do it. You know what I mean? And the fact that you were down to 10 men, and I was already going in my mind, 20 minutes left, possible 30 for extra time, we can grind you down. If there's one team that can hold the ball and start pulling you apart, it's us. And we were playing with such confidence. But obviously, the only thing that concerned me was, did that goal go and flatten us and lift you? But it didn't. And the thing was, I think scoring then was so crucial because Chelsea didn't have a chance to set up like their blocks and do what they would. Because at that point, Chelsea must have been going, you know what, we're lucky.
Yeah.
They would have took penalties at that moment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, they would have took penalties. So they would have probably said, right, we need to set up 2 backs of 4, sit there and do what we need to do and just block. But before they had a chance to even catch their breath from celebrating and getting set up, bang.
Yeah.
And I think that reply so quick was crucial. And you looked at your players and I saw your players just look like they deflated.
Yeah.
Completely deflated. And that for me was, going into the last 5 minutes, I was like, we got this. We got this. Just don't do something stupid. The moment Fabregas started just playing diagonal long balls, I was like, they ain't got nothing. They haven't got nothing.
We had. I think the way Mertesacker was there, that just completely rendered Fabregas's long balls useless.
Yeah.
And I was surprised, and that he sat really well. I mean, another thing, obviously, I know you say it's been a disappointing season. It's a good way to end it, which it is.
Yeah.
Does it paper over the cracks a little bit?
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm honest enough to say that it papers over the cracks, and you know, the league is where you know, that's your bread and butter. Best team in the league this season's been Chelsea. Plain and simple. 130 games. We've lost 9. We lose 10-2 over 2 legs against Bayern Munich. Not good enough. Not good enough. We're in the Europa League, but
can you see yourself winning it?
Depends if we take it serious. That's the only issue. You know, and it's kind of like, does he look to do the Man United route? Not to worry too much about the league, but I want the league. I love the Premier League. I love it. I love winning that. And I was gutted when you lot won it. I was jealous. I was angry. But you were the best side. You were the best side. And like today, we were the best side.
Definitely. I'd agree with that.
And, you know, for the course of the season, it's 1 trophy each. And it's, you know, but you got the big one. You got the big one, the Premier League. And in head-to-head, it's 2-1 to us. So,
well, guys, on that fair note, well played today, DT.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out his vlog. There'll be a link to that down in the description when's it going to be up?
Later on this evening. Yeah.
Well then, when that's up, make sure you check it out if you want to see a happy Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Deservedly so, and obviously subscribe to 100% Chelsea.
No worries. Thanks, Lou.